YouTube, Mad Dog here, welcome back to my channel. So just a quick one, this one's a bit long overdue, I'm afraid. I'm sorry I'm black-eyed and a bit grubby. I'm actually just on a bit of a test drive. I've just been servicing my old truck, you know, the basics, oil change, plugs, filters, etc. And I'm still a bit caked in it. This video was a bit of a tag response to Johna 365, and he's a while ago now tagged me in saying basically, where's your first aid kit within your vehicle? So for me, I won't go into it all too much. I might do another video looking around the contents of my first aid kit in this vehicle, because it is quite comprehensive and there are some subtle differences to my bushcraft kit. So that being said, I keep it in the centre console. I'll just pan you down here a little ways, just here. So this thing just opens up, and then in the top shelf I have all the usual junk, charges, etc. And underneath I have my first aid kit, which is first out, always first out. I have a couple of extra mylar blankets. Just take this out so you can see it's quite a comprehensive kit. I will probably show the detail of the contents another time. I've got some more spare water. I have another shit kit in here because there's no worse than being on a long journey and being caught short. So my meds, some aspirin for heart attack as well, and this is a pair of gloves. Obviously I've got several pairs of gloves for my first aid kit. Now just let me pan you back up here a little ways. Now, without going into it all too much, if you're going to have a medical kit in your car, don't forget you might not be treating yourself, you might be treating somebody else. So that being said, there might be strangers, so I would highly recommend several pairs of gloves, white ones, yellow or orange, not black. Don't use black gloves. And I would definitely recommend a rebreathe mask in case you have to give CPR and that casualty decides to start vomiting. It may have blood, you know, bodily fluids, etc., which you don't want to ingest. You know, they may be HIV positive, etc. You don't want none of that bad stuff. So protect yourself before you protect others. Plenty of pairs of gloves, plenty of rebreathe masks. The reason I say no black gloves, obviously if somebody's bleeding, then if you're treating other casualties, you won't see the blood on black gloves. You know, it camouflages the colour of the blood. So always go for a light coloured glove when dealing with casualties. Also, I've got a bit of an old mag light in here, just in case it's the dark, as usual. And I have another survival kit, you know, to include water purification, shelter, fire, the 5 C's basically, they're all covered in there as well. So that's where I carry mine. So just quickly onto why I carry it there. You see a lot of people having first aid kits along the dashboard and in the glove compartment, you know, the little storage there in the dash. The reason I don't is because I used to work quite a lot on cars, and because of that I used to find myself in the breakers, you know, scavenging for parts quite a lot. And all the head-on crashes or the front end crashes that I've seen that were severe enough to cause injury, they all have the same trait, as in the dashboard was always damaged and in pieces, the glove box was always burst open, and the contents usually buried underneath the seat. In more modern cars, the airbags go off, obscuring everything on the dash, and anything that's on the dash can get covered in the windshield, the windscreen, if that shatters. So you don't want to be digging through broken glass to get to your first aid kit. It's kind of you know, I don't know what you call that. It's kind of against the grain of what you're trying to do, you know. So for me, I wouldn't store anything on the dash, because it might be you that's in the crash and your contents of your first aid kit will either end up in the back, in the footwell, or mangled up with other things. So statistically, if you put something in the centre console, whilst it isn't the strongest thing in the world, I know that, it's the centre of your cube. So therefore, most likely to be most accessible with any damage to your vehicle. So that's why I keep it in there, not the glove box or on the dashboard. Yes, it's more fiddly to not just grab and reach, you know, you've got to open a tray, but I know it's there, so it's not a problem. So that pretty much concludes this video. Like I say, I'm just out having a test run in my old truck. If any of you guys and lasses that are remotely interested, my car that I drive, it's a Dodge Nitro, 58 reg Dodge Nitro. It's the 3.7 V6, it's automatic, petrol obviously. I've only owned it for about a year or so now, and I've just serviced it, done an oil change. Like I say, if any of you guys and lasses are considering buying a Dodge Nitro, just on a footnote, I'll tell you now, they're cracking for what they are, they're good value for money. You know, you're never going to win no drag races with it, but it's a good all-rounder. It's quite strong and robust. But I will tell you this, if you ever attempt to do the oil change yourself, the oil filter is a PIA to get at. It is a pain in the ass. There's a little plastic guard that sits underneath of the oil filter, like a drainage guard. I don't know if this will pick up in here. It took me about 40 minutes to get it off. I was swearing. So, but other than that, it's doing me some good service up to now, and I've got it done. You know, it's all done. It's all do-it-yourself friendly. If you're patient, set yourself some time aside to do that. Anyway, rambling on about something completely off subject. So this video, in closing, is just a quick tag response to Jonah365. How you doing, brother? Hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate much more on this. I do recommend lots of sterile gloves, plenty of foil blankets, rebreathe masks, absolute given, some water, and you know, keep your kit as central in the vehicle as you can whilst still making it easy to access. That would be my advice, my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, get myself home now, and still goes. So I'll see you all soon, which won't be long. Take care out there until next time. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah. Okay, so we're back home now. Just wanted to show you this as well quickly. In the back of my old truck, I've got two cheapo rucksacks, just in case kits. That one contains a basic bushcraft, emergency food, camping type of kit, and this one is a car breakdown kit. And on the footnote of first aid, fire extinguisher and fire blanket as well. You never know, if you're in a collision or somebody else says, you may need that, so worth carrying in my opinion. Some spare antifreeze oil, all the usual, foot pumps, etc, etc, you know the score. But like I say, 5 C's of bushcraft are covered well in there. A few tools and get yourself out of a bad situation, you know, breakdown wise in that one. So anyway, leave you all in peace. See you all soon. Mad Dog signing off yet again. Yeah.